What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I've been getting a lot of questions asking me, Richard, since you're political, what's your opinion on Biden? What's your opinion on Trump? What's your opinion on Obama? What's your opinion on Bush, Clinton? And I tell everybody that sends me that DM or that email, guys, I'm not political. Y'all missing the point. None of these individuals or none of these presidents I know personally. I have nothing against any of these presidents. I respect the office of the president. Listen, man, 80 million people in America voted for President Trump. Whether I like it or not, he's the president. It's irrelevant whether I like it or not. My job here, guys, for me and my family is to build wealth no matter who's sitting in that seat at the Oval Office. That's my job. My job is not to sit here every day and allow any current president or former president to live rent-free in my head. Now, I know a lot of y'all do that. You fight these battles every single day online, picking and choosing. Y'all don't know any of these people. That doesn't mean you can't respect them and like their policies and all of that good stuff. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let any of these presidents live rent-free in my head where that's all I do all day long is fight battles that I have nothing to do with. See, I'm here to build wealth, man, to take care of me and my family. I'm not here to talk about President Trump every day and say things about him and all that. What I say on my YouTube channel has to do with the economy. It has to do with the financial markets. It has to do with building wealth. No matter who's sitting in that seat in the Oval Office, if I don't believe they give me the best chance to build wealth, then I'm going to say that. That doesn't mean I got anything against them personally. That could be anybody sitting in that seat. If you'd have asked me in 2023 or 2022, when Biden was president, when the Federal Reserve started jacking up interest rates and the financial markets went into the crapper, hey man, I was saying back then, current administration got the financial markets in the crapper. And that was President Biden. See, to me, guys, I just don't pick sides. As I mentioned, I'm not political. I'm never going to be political. I understand who runs this country, which is the 1%, not one person sitting in the Oval Office. Now, don't get me wrong. That one person probably is the most powerful one person in the world. That is true. As you see right now with President Trump, he's consolidated all the power of the United States into him. And Congress has given over their power to him. Supreme Court basically has given over their power to him because he controls the Supreme Court. But that has nothing to do with building wealth when it comes to what I'm doing. I'm going to build wealth because I'm just going to follow the 1% because I know they truly are the ones that actually run this country. At least the financial part of the country. Maybe not the military, right? But they run the financial markets. So that's really who I follow. I don't have time, guys, to be sitting up here every single day complaining about President Trump or complaining about President Biden or complaining about President Obama. I ain't got time to be doing all that. Here's one thing I can tell you for a fact, though. There has never been a president that has rang my doorbell and came and sat in my living room and had a cup of coffee with me and talked about life. Not one. And I don't know any of them. That doesn't mean I don't respect them. I don't know them. I don't know who these people really are when they're not on social media or when they're not in front of some corporate news camera. I don't know who these people are. I don't holiday with them. They don't come to Thanksgiving dinner. They don't send me a Christmas card. So why in the world would I be sitting up here allowing them to live rent-free in my head? The problem with a lot of us people here in America is that's what we do. We pick sides. We act like we know these people. And we will fight and fight and fight harder for them than we will for our own family. We will fight harder for them than we will for our own financial freedom. Every single day we wake up, we want to get into discussions and disagreements with people about the president. The president is wealthy. He's a billionaire. He don't want for nothing, guys. President Biden may not be a billionaire, but he's wealthy. President Obama, not a billionaire, but he's wealthy. President Bush probably is a billionaire. Wealthy. Clinton, wealthy. You see where I'm going with this, guys? And here's another little fun fact for you. All of them still get a presidential salary from me and you as the taxpayers. Yeah, they do. They got Secret Service detail. They got beautiful homes around the country, maybe even around the world. They travel. You know how much these former presidents get to go somewhere and speak? Probably $250,000 per speaking engagement, up to $500,000 per speaking engagement. You think they're hurting for anything, guys? They're not. Guess who is hurting, though? The American people. That's who hurting. You just got the latest jobs report. 22,000 new jobs added to the economy. Guys, that is a nothing burger. And then when they do the adjustments, it'll probably end up being negative. But yet and still, you around here worrying about current president and former presidents, fighting battles. What about the Biden administration? You don't talk about that. Why would I talk about the Biden administration? It's in the rearview mirror. Biden ain't president. Go on my YouTube channel and name one time I've told you guys what my political affiliation is. I haven't. And I never will. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The president is who the president is. Now, if you don't like it, the next time you get an opportunity to vote to change it, then change it. We sit around here and we watch corporate news, podcasters, YouTubers, and we listen to them, and that becomes our opinion. Because we don't critically think anymore in this country. We don't go out and say, well, okay, I heard this on such and such podcast. I heard this on corporate news. Let me go out here and do my own homework and fact check all this stuff. We don't do that because we're too lazy. We don't critically think anymore. We sit around, listen to these people, and they form your opinion of what's going on in the world. What you need to start doing is critically thinking again and forming your own opinions, and maybe it'll enlighten you a little bit. I don't form my opinions about anybody based on what I hear on social media, you guys. I go out and do my own homework. See, I went out and did my homework, and I looked at Trump's first term. I went and looked at Obama's 2 terms. I went and looked at Bush 2 terms, Biden's 1 term, Clinton's 2 terms. And here's what I found out. All of them added to the national debt. Not just Trump, all of them. Now, in my research, Trump added the most. But all of them added to the national debt, guys. But you won't know that unless you go out and do your own independent research and start critically thinking for yourself. Then you'll realize that. But no. We're going to sit up here and we're going to let the podcaster think for us. We're going to let the corporate news network think for us. We're going to let our next door neighbor think for us. We're going to let the Uber driver think for us. because we don't critically think anymore in this country. Stop letting these people live rent-free in your head every day, guys. You do not know these people. I'm not saying you can't be for somebody. Please, be for somebody, right? But know who you're for. And don't complain when things don't go your way. 80 million people voted for President Trump. That's the reason he's back in the White House. Now, you got voters' remorse. Some of y'all, not all y'all. Some of y'all diehards. Y'all ain't gonna never have voters' remorse for nothing. So I get that. But some of y'all are having voters' remorse right now and are feeling some type of way. Maybe if you'd have critically thought through this thing, went back and replayed the tape, you may have came out of that voting booth with a different decision. I don't know. Again, I got nothing against President Trump. The man campaigned on what he campaigned on, and he told y'all exactly what he was gonna do. Yes, he did. He told y'all exactly what he was gonna do. The whole crypto thing, the whole immigration thing, the whole tax cut thing, the whole wasteful spending thing. He told you. And guess what he's doing right now? Exactly what he told y'all he gonna do. So am I mad at him? No, he's a man, he's a president. All presidents have to make tough decisions. All of them are different. Trump is a capitalist. We've had other capitalist presidents before. Not as extreme as Trump, but you get what you vote for. So stop coming at me with all this crazy stuff, guys. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just here to build wealth. And I'm gonna do that by following the 1%. Because I know ultimately they control the financial markets. Now, not a president. They control the financial markets. So that's who I follow. And I'm gonna continue DCAing into my favorite stocks and my favorite ETFs throughout President Trump's presidency and whoever the next person is. I hope you guys decide to build yourself some wealth, not allow people to live rent-free in your head. Go out and do yourself some critical thinking. And then if somebody is not happy with what's going on, the next time you have an opportunity to vote, get out there and vote. Maybe it'll change things. Drop me some comments and let me know what you think. I'm sure you will. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. Moo is going to give you some NVIDIA stock when you open up a new Moo brokerage account and make a deposit. All you got to do is get down to the first link in the description box. That's the Moo brokerage link. Click on it and get all the details on how you can get some NVIDIA stock. Don't delay, act today. Second link down in the description box is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. Guys, all we do in that community is help each other build wealth, get to financial freedom and passive income. If you want to be a part of our team, all you got to do is click on that second link. It'll take you over to Patreon, and then come sign up for the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We'll call the Wealth Builders.